Alright, I just got back from a weekend trip to the Upper Peninsula. I was up there like 3 or 4 days, I don't know. But I'm back at the Metro Detroit area, baby. Go Lions. And I'm hungry. So I just happened to have my camera. I wasn't going to do this today, but I got back here a little kind of earlier than I anticipated, and I had my camera on me. So we're going to do another installment. I should make a playlist for this, honestly, of potentially underappreciated fast food places. I'm going to go get me some A&W. Now, longtime fans of the channel know that your boy's a little biased towards A&W because I worked there for a few years in high school, and I thought the food there was delicious. But I haven't eaten at A&W. I've gotten a meal from there in a long time, mainly because they're kind of hard to find, as with any restaurant in this series, I guess. That's not exactly around as with, there's not exactly 1-to-1 with McDonald's. But we're gonna go to A&W. I already know what I'm gonna get. Looked at the menu, pick some stuff out, and maybe my bias will be confirmed, or maybe it'll be like Checkers and Rallies, link in description. Maybe it won't be as good as I remember. But stay tuned. Let's go to A&W, baby. Alright, I got the food. Oh, shit, do I still have that thing? Ever since I got this new car, I don't know what I have in here, don't know what I do. Perfect. That's why I got that thing. Okay, so I got my food. Kind of not a whole lot. They don't have a giant menu. Their menu's kind of small, honestly. So I wanted to get a good variation of things, but quite frankly, not a lot of things to get variated on. At least according to the menu online. It looked like there's some stuff that was kind of more local, but I didn't see that till after I ordered. Plus the menu online, that's everything every A&W has, luckily, and who knows where you're watching this from, so that's the best to go on. Anyway, fuck it, my brain's not working very fast. I did get some root beer, and let's take a sip of that real quick. Best root beer in the game. Your boy loves a glass of A&W root beer. Well, let's get into this food. I just demolished my bag. Alright, let me see. Kind of need something else. Cheese curds. I think A&W has the best fast food cheese curds, at least, and it's kind of not even close. People hype up Freddy's steak burgers for best cheese curds. No. Culver's cheese curds. No. At least normal cheese curds. Those jalapeno ones are pretty good. But I did get ranch to dip them in. But I think A&W cheese curds are the best fast food cheese curds on the planet. Look at that. Let's get a focus in on that. Close enough. Down the hatch. Without ranch first. Crispy on the outside. Cheesy on the inside. Let's try it with some of this ranch. So good. In the UP, we did eat somewhere that had some cheese curds, really good ones, and some pretzel bites, which quite frankly could have been the best pretzel bites I ever had. They were pretty fucking banging. And your boy knows, you already know your boy goes apeshit for some fucking goes apeshit for pretzels. And I don't think these cheese curds are as good as the ones we had there. That was at a sit-down restaurant and everything. For fast food, I think those are pretty darn good. Okay. Now I got my onion rings. Now, y'all know I'm not a huge onion ring guy, but the other side options are like corn dog nuggets, which I feel like those kind of hard to fuck up. And fries, which we've had before in the fry tier list, link in description. And what was the other one? Chili cheese fries, but I got some chili and some cheese and some other stuff. So I went with the onion rings. You can see. Hold on. Oh shit, no, I just put it back on me. Hold on, I gotta get it actually on the onion ring, because it's focusing on the area behind the onion ring, I think. There, that looks pretty good. It's very crispy, you can see. And lots of breading, which I kind of like on my onion rings. I'm not a huge onion ring person, but I do enjoy them still from time to time. I like the breading more than anything. But down the hatch. So crispy. I love the crispiness. You get such a good mixture of the onion flavor and the breading. Piping hot too, but I understand that won't always happen. Well, actually, at the A&W I worked at, onion rings were cooked to order, so maybe that will always happen. Who knows? But although I'm not a big onion ring person, my opinion might be kind of moot on these, but still pretty fucking good if you ask me. What's next? Ugh. Okay, these are my chicken tenders. And much like the cheese curds, at least back in the day when I was still in like kind of a small town, not as many options available. Out of what was available to me, I think A&W had the best chicken in Manistee. Fast food chicken in Manistee. Better than KFC, no questions asked if you ask me. But let's take a look at this here. Look at that. Look at that tender. Hopefully that's in focus and not just me. But let's take a bite. We'll dip it in the ranch too. But let's take a bite with just the chicken. Very, very juicy. Definitely pretty salty, which I like. But not getting a lot of flavor other than just juice and salt. Which, again, not mad at, but... Let's dip it in some of this ranch now. Very, very good chicken. I don't think it's the best fast food chicken around. I think that's still Cane's, that is not really one in the Metro Detroit area. But fast food chicken, Cane's is king. And if they could just go faster, Popeyes would be high on that list too. But these are very good, very juicy. Juicier than the other two, that's for sure. Definitely the juiciest. But I just think the flavor's a little, not lacking, it's just mostly salt. Granted, you taste a lot of salt, which I like. But there's not much more to it other than the salt. I did get a 3-piece, so I'm going to set these two aside. But very good chicken. Very good chicken. One thing I love about A&W is that they are one of the few fast food restaurants. I think the only other one I can think of that regularly serves hot dogs is Sonic. But I think A&W's hot dogs, we're going to save that one for after. I think A&W's hot dogs are far better than Sonic's. Because, well, I just think they are. The one I worked at, especially, we served Kogel dogs, which are not like my favorite, but definitely a high quality dog. And the reason I'm swapping that dog out for this one is this is a Coney dog. Kind of like a crowd pleaser Coney dog. There's no mustard on it. Wow, this is like the look at this bun. Can you see that? This is like the wrinkliest bun ever. It's kind of like a... It was definitely a high quality dog. And this is a Coney dog with just chili and mustard. But I also got a Coney cheese dog, which is that one, which is this exact thing with cheese. You can still get just a regular hot dog, but I didn't want to do that. But excuse me while I pick up this dog and I pull up my phone to film it. Because, for those who don't know, I'm in the middle of eating one hot dog for every point the Lions allow on themselves. You know what? I'm not going to explain the whole thing in this video. Check out the pinned video on the channel if you want. But that'll explain why I'm filming it on my phone. And I still have one to go for the 9 for the Bucks scored on the Lions. So I'm going to film it, and I'm filming it on my phone because my phone is just what I've been using to film all these glizzy eatings. But, down the hatch on the A&W Coney. I do really like A&W's chili sauce. But honestly, even not being, you know what? I'm going to finish eating before I start talking. That's 9, baby. That's 9. Before I cut myself off there, my thought, even though I'm not a big mustard person, I think the Coney needs mustard. With the chili and the onion, it's still good. It's still a good dog. But I wouldn't really even call it a Coney dog because there's no mustard. But I'm not here to split hairs. Even as someone who's not a big mustard person, the mustard on the Coney adds such a good, like, spark and twang and blah to the Coney that it just improves the dog eating experience so much. By no mistake do I think this is bad, and like I said, I used to work there, so I knew what I was getting into, but I do think this does need mustard. Still a good dog, but still good, and they're only $1 on Tuesdays, I think, at all locations, so stock up on Tuesdays. But I think I do think it does need mustard significantly, but still good. But now let's try it with cheese, Mr. Squidward, with cheese. Hopefully you can see the cheese in there. It's kind of, call it KSI because the cheese is drippy. I don't want to get it all over my car. Okay. So really, despite there being kind of a lot of cheese, really didn't taste all that much different from the normal Coney dog, which is where that mustard would come into play, because cheese is a little more mellow. It's not enough to cut through the chili, especially, and the onion on that. So it's like, whereas the mustard, it's just like it's such a strong flavor. It cuts through it so well. And it's just, those need mustard. Again, the Coney cheese dog, still good, but it's just missing something. Side note though, when working at A&W, one of my dog hacks was to get a plain hot dog. Well, order a hot dog, not a Coney dog. Order a hot dog with cheese and then a strip of bacon on it. That was really good. As well as one of my other favorite hacks. I don't know how many. We weren't a franchise one. We were like a more, well, maybe we were a franchise one. I don't know the terminology. But we were the one where it's like, we weren't owned by the A&W company. We had like someone else who owned the business and paid the franchise fee. Yeah, so we were a franchise one. We weren't a corporate one. And so we kind of played around with the menu a lot. We had a lot of like stuff on our menu that not a lot of A&Ws, including like during Lent, a Friday night fish fry that we would only do during Lent, had to get like big pieces of fish. Pretty unique restaurant now I think about it. But we had a Texas toast BLT. That was kind of before I really dove into adventuring out and eating and discovering so many great flavors. But I would get Texas toast, bacon, lettuce, no tomato, with extra Gordon Food Service salad dressing, their Miracle Whip. Oh my God, dude, my mouth's watering right now. That Gordon Food Service salad dressing, Miracle Whip, is the only like mayo replacement that I can rival Hellmann's I've had in terms of how tasty it is. It's a very different flavor profile, very different, but it is very yummy. But yeah, moral of the story, the dogs are lacking something. The dogs are definitely lacking something. They're not bad, but definitely you can tell they're lacking a thing. They're lacking a flavor. Now, I wanted a mushroom and Swiss burger. That has mushrooms and onions drenched in butter and cooked on the grill, thrown onto a thing with beef and American and Swiss cheese. They were all out. So I had to make an audible and do something a little more basic and get a bacon burger. Now this has like lettuce, tomato, onion, mayo, all the fixings on it. You can get it up to a triple or even at least a double. I know that for a fact. But you know, your boy is a single boy, and that's how burgers should be. Ooh. So yeah, I didn't really want to do the basic bacon burger, but it's what I had to do. But down the hatch. And just from that bite alone, I can tell they're using the Gordon Food Service salad dressing. And it's so good. I actually bought a giant tub of this for myself once I lived not far from a Gordon Food Service. Granted, I did not empty the thing or even come close. It was like a gallon plus, maybe more. But I did use some of it, and it is just so freaking good. It is the only thing that can come close to replacing mayo to me. And honestly, the two taste so different that they could easily live in harmony side by side. They don't need to compete. There could be instances where the mayo's great, and there could be instances where the salad dressing is great. I hate saying that, but that's what it says on the fucking tub. I'm just probably gonna eat this whole burger and the whole next burger. But then that'll be everything I've gotten, so. Look at that cross section. You know what? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Let's try this. at that. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to eat this whole burger, and then I'll eat the whole second burger. Well, I'm kind of pigging out. 2 dogs and 2 burgers. I'm a fat ass. Right, maybe I won't eat the whole Papa burger. I'm kind of full. But I will still eat it, obviously, for the video. So good, dude. That burger is so good. The burger's cooked great. The salad dressing, obviously, I mean, I don't think I need to go on any further on that. But the bacon's nice and crisp, which I'm not a big crispy bacon person. But I think on a burger it works well because then it breaks off nice and easy. And you're not like pulling a whole strip of bacon off and you're like, ugh. So I think on a burger, I like a really raw, mushy bacon. But I think on a burger, I like it a little more crisp because then it's just an easier bite. So it's crisp on that. The lettuce, the tomato, oh, it's all so good. All so good. Definitely, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say it. Best fast food bacon burger around. And the first to do it. Don't let anyone tell you different. A&W is the first fast food restaurant to put bacon on a cheeseburger. And last but not least, also, side note, another A&W history fact. McDonald's came out with the quarter pounder, and to compete with them, A&W introduced the third pounder. But for whatever reason, it wasn't selling as much. So they're like, oh, we have more beef, shouldn't it be selling better? And when polling their customer base, they said that they don't want to pay for a burger where you get less meat because 1/4, 3 is less than 4, so you must get more burger on the quarter pounder. What idiots, though, right? I mean, I guess that says something about what A&W fan base, and maybe something about me. Maybe I'm a little retarded. But last but not least, the Papa Burger. This is their signature burger, and it's pretty much the exact same as the bacon burger. Everything comes on it except no bacon. And instead of salad dressing, they use Papa sauce. It's just Thousand Island dressing. That's really all it is. But with that being said, it does taste very good, and I do love a good Papa Burger. I guess I mean, I can show it to you guys, but it's just like any other. It's been so long since I've had to zoom in on food, I kind of forgot I used to do it. So I probably should have done that with like those dogs especially. So apologies on that, but you know, they're in my belly now, not much I can do. But down the hatch, the Papa Burger. Actually, I think about it. Checkers and Rallies had hot dogs too. Which, you know, the fact I can't even remember that goes to show how good they were. I think I like the bacon burger more because if you ask me, it's obviously kind of pretty similar taste. But if you ask me, not enough Thousand Island Papa sauce on that burger. It's still a good burger, and I still happily, it tastes great. The mater, the lettuce, the onion, all the toppings still great. But there's no bacon, so that stuff's coming through extra more, and I just wish there was a little more of that Thousand Island to cut through all that. It's still a good burger, but would have liked to use a little more sauce. Alright. And side note, I didn't get any ice cream, but the ice cream we had at my A&W was pretty banging. I liked it. Had a lot higher fat content than the Dairy Queen ice cream, that at least from the Dairy Queen that was in my town. Because of that, it was a lot thicker, a lot creamier, and in my opinion, a lot tastier than the Dairy Queen. So I didn't get any ice cream today, but as far as I know, A&W serves pretty banging ice cream. Especially, don't get a root beer float. We'll get a root beer float. Dr. Pepper floats. That's the way to go. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm kind of taking a trip down memory lane here. I won't even say kinda. It's just straight up am. I'm like, my brain is walking down that lane, not letting me. I just keep getting distracted. But let's go down the line here. Cheese curds. Best fast food cheese curds in the game before that. Best fast food cheese curds in the game after eating those. Do that as you will. Onion rings. Not a big onion ring guy, so like I'm not in love with these. But with that being said, out of the onion rings I have had, these are definitely towards the top of my list. So very bang up job. Very bang up job there, mate. Chicken tenders. Despite them really only having chicken tenders, not really a chicken sandwich, like they get chicken sliders, but that's just little buns with the tenders on them. despite that being the only chicken thing they serve, pretty fucking bang up job of chicken tenders. Very juicy. The flavor, with how salty it is and like the lack of other stuff, might not be for everyone, but that's why you got your dip, right, to mellow it out. So very bang up job on the chicken tenders. The Conies. I still think it's the best fast food hot dog I've had. It's been kind of like, I don't know. Even the A&W and Manistee had like, those hot dogs were better than this. So I've really kind of struggled to find a good fast food hot dog. And those, if there's mustard on those, chef's kiss. In fact, but if you order them, get them with mustard. Or do what I did with the cheese and the bacon. But those need mustard. Still good, but still need mustard. And the burgers, the bacon burger, probably, I think the chicken tender is honestly my favorite thing, but that bacon burger is not far behind. That Gordon Food Service salad dressing, the crispy bacon, it's just such a symphony of flavors that sings to the heavens. So good. Papa Burger, still a great burger, just need a little more Papa sauce or Thousand Island dressing on it. And then that would be a pretty fucking banging burger. I honestly think I would like that more than the bacon burger if it just had more of the Thousand Island on it. But A&W, what do we think? I think that I stand by the statement that they're one of the most underrated fast food restaurants in the game, and potentially one of the best. So pretty polar opposite opinion. I went and had the Checkers and Rallies. That I was like, they're so good. And then I tried all this stuff, and I'm like, all this seems pretty mid. I was very like underwhelmed, and I was making it much better in my head than I was in the actual restaurant. A&W, I'm not gonna say it's just as good as I remember it, but actually, yeah, you know what? It is, because I never even got the dogs that much. I always got the burgers and the bacon and the cheese curds. I'm gonna say just as good as I remember it, and definitely one of the best fast food chains out there. Might not be the best, but with how few the locations are, they're punching well above their weight class in terms of market share. I'll put it that way. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking this trip down memory lane with me. This is actually way more fun than I thought it would be, because it's just been so long since I've had some of this. It was so yummy. If you got A&W by you, check it out. You won't regret it. In the meantime, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It goes a long way for me here at Milkman Channel. So let's maybe hype it up a little bit. Use that new feature, the hype feature. Once you like the video, it'll automatically prompt you to hype it underneath it, as long as you're not in full screen mode. Subscribe to the channel for all your food and gaming needs. And lastly, let me know your thoughts on this stuff down in the comments below. Would love to hear what you guys have to say about A&W. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and your time and your attention. And as always, I'll see you in the next one, baby. Finger guns. Pew, 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 pew.